Hi everyone, good afternoon and welcome to another edition of the Sunday Afternoon Lime with your host, Malahari Prasad, for those of you who don't know me. Thank you and welcome. First of all, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has shown love and who have extended good wishes on my recent release, the Disco Remix Medley. a lot of hard work went into it, and I am very happy that you all have accepted it and you have given some really good comments. So thank you very much for that. I just want to say a big thank you to Professor Bounty Targets in Trinidad and Tobago for making the music for me, and also to Haroon Mahmood in Toronto for doing the recording and the video, and for making me look good on camera as well. I just want to say a big shout out also to my good friend Indira J. Oliver for doing my hair on that day for the shoot, and for being my supporter as well. And to my biggest critic and my biggest supporter, my mother, thank you very much for your unwavering support. And to the rest of my friends and family, thank you all for your support as well too. Happy anniversary greetings are going out to Navin and Sherry for celebrating their 15-year wedding anniversary, and to Suzanne and Roshan, who will be celebrating their 24th wedding anniversary tomorrow. So congratulations to you guys for making your marriages a success story. Hats off to you, because I know it's a lot of hard work these days. And to anyone else who is celebrating a birthday today and this month, a very happy birthday to all of you. So, today's program, I'll be showcasing two of my favorite Guyanese artists. They're both very inspirational in their own way, and one hails from Guyana, and the other one was born in United States of America, but his parentage is that of Guyanese descent. So before I bring on my guest, he's here and waiting. I would love for you all on Facebook to share the link and share it to your friends and your family, and show some love and respect for our revered guest today. I will bring my first guest on before I do his intro. So let's admit him on. So my very first guest today comes from a small village called Fraish in Berbice, Guyana. He was given the name Guyana Baboo in 1994 and has since become a household name. He has dominated the Guyanese music scene for the past 25 years. He is most definitely a son of Guyana, one of the most toured artists to emerge out of Guyana, and whose success in promoting Guyanese music and culture around the world remains unmatched. He is a celebrity spokesperson for the Save Abby charitable foundation for kids in Guyana, and has given his time to many other charitable foundations and events over the years, and in many different countries to boot. With over 30 albums to his name and hundreds of songs, he continues to make headlines and is paving the way for many other upcoming Guyanese artists. I myself have been very privileged to be given the opportunity to tour with him in Aruba, not once but twice, and has been included in many of the local shows that he's put on here in Toronto. He is an inspiration to me. So please help me welcome our very own Terry Gajraj, the original Guyana Baboo. Welcome, Terry.
Thank you very much, Mala. Appreciate that beautiful introduction.
Thank you. You're looking all well tanned and well rested.
Oh, yes, loving the summer.
I know. How has the COVID lockdown been affecting you? I know that you travel so much for gigs.
Well, like they say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Well, I've been making plenty lemonade.
I think I have to come to where you are to get some lemonade.
Oh, yes, yes. I always look for the positive outcomes and how to overcome. From little boy growing up, my parents taught me that way. So, it's been very productive for me. And, like I said,
Hmm.
for me personally, COVID was like a blessing in disguise in a kind of sort of way. Made you sit and reflect and think about what life is truly about. Uh,
Yeah,
you know, stop and slow down, smell the roses, things like that. But yeah, for me,
exactly.
I turned it all into a positive.
Exactly. And I did the same thing too, because so many positive things have come about for me with the lockdown, and it's given me time to reflect as well. So that's a great thing. It's good to see the positive in such a negative situation.
Correct.
So, Tara, I just want to, it's an honor and a privilege for me to be sitting here virtually with you having this chat, because I know we've I've seen you so many times, but we never really get a chance to talk or to get to know you better on a different personal level. And I know that a lot of our viewers don't really know that much about you as well, but whatever you're comfortable with sharing, that's fine with
Yes.
me. Um, I just want to know from you, as a boy growing up in Frisch and Berbice, what was it like, and what was the inspiration to become a singer? Where did that come from?
Yes, I grew up and the word is firish. Like, but
Irish,
people are, yeah, firish. So people always say fry fish. I come from fry fish village. But
Irish. Okay, that's good. I'm glad you corrected me there.
yeah, but yeah, no big deal. Like I said, they always say me from fry fish village, so it's all good. I take it. But I am so blessed to have had the childhood that I have had, you know, growing up in Irish village with so many people, and back in the days when they say it takes a village, it really did take a village. And I really honestly appreciate all the discipline. And when you had everyone looking out for you, and growing up in our Irish mandir, our
Hmm.
temple, as they call it, that is where I learned so much about life and how to treat others. Like they say, you give love if you want to get love, you give respect if you want to get respect. And we really bonded and had a beautiful sense of community. Or, like my Aja used to say, satsang. We all, satsang is very important. Mixing with people, talking to other human beings as
Yeah,
well. A lot of people
yeah.
is like, oh, me man, they're me home, me I stay home, that's it, man. I don't want to see nobody. But they end up in a different sort of way. But I believe in the social thing, meeting people, having that human interaction. And that is one thing my parents taught me, my village taught me. And I'm so thankful because it has helped me throughout my career up to this day.
Wow, that is wonderful, and I truly believe that. I mean, from the many trips that I've taken back home in Guyana, I've seen like the satsang and temple life is very important, and I'm amazed to see how many youths are also involved in it right now as well too, which is wonderful. Um, I wish that I had. Oh, did I lose you there for a minute?
Yeah, someone was calling, but that's okay.
Okay, so what I want to know is sorry, I was saying I lost my thought there for a minute. Um,
Uh-huh.
I was saying that it's important to know the discipline of being in a group setting, especially when you're in temple. It's a time to socialize, yes, but also to pray as a group and to learn from one another. And sometimes I think even at temples here, we sort of lack that now. I think most times nowadays, it's like going to temple is like a fashion show.
Well, for some it
For
is,
some
yeah.
people, it's like, just like being in a fashion show really, and they don't take the message that's
Mm,
there, and you've definitely brought that message with you from Guyana, and you've carried it out throughout your entire life and your
mm.
career, as you say. So did you learn to sing in Mandir? Is that it?
Yep, I learned to sing in Mandir. Well, first they had a system. You had to learn to play the jal first, so you could,
uh,
that brass jal. So you kind of learn timing. and then you graduated to the dantal, and then after the dantal, they taught me dholak. So one of my chacha, he knew to play the dholak, so I learned from him. And
Right.
I was never like professionally schooled, but you learn by ear sound, and this uncle teach you, and that one. I was very lucky that all my uncles, my chacha, they
Mhm.
all, one played guitar, one played the dholak. My dad played the accordion. My aja played the harmonium. So I was so fortunate to learn all the instruments from them. So that's why I'm so thankful for my childhood.
Wow, I did not realize that you played all those instruments.
I love
You're
it.
you're a man of many talents. That's amazing. That's
Yeah,
really amazing.
Mala, when I first started, I wasn't so much a singer. Even in the band, I used to play guitar to back up other singers,
Right, right.
and then something at the end of the show when everybody leaving, then they would give me one little song for sing, right? And it was then I realized that I had a little something, because they give me that last song to sing when people were leaving, and then I
Right.
realized people turned back and they didn't bother leaving. They turned
Mhm.
back to hear me. So I'm like, you know what? I'm on to something.
Right, right. I have looked at you over the years at your performances, and I think that you were made for the stage. I mean, you gravitate towards the audience, and your performances are so flawless, and you are an inspiration to many of us. We look at you and thinking, geez, how does he do it? You know? But I'm pretty sure it wasn't like that for you at the very beginning. Can you take us back to that very first stage performance where you had to perform for that audience, and what was that like?
Well, I kind of limited myself more so to the mandir, because I was a super shy, like very introvertish young man growing up. Even in high school, right? Like I had kids who would go up and sing and talk poem and play instruments, and I'm sitting there like so frustrated, because I know I can do it. I know in many cases I could do it better than they could, but I never had that courage to say yes. And it's not like the teachers didn't ask, they would ask. But I was always too shy, too afraid. I was
Hmm.
so terrified to, actually get on stage and,
Hmm.
and like bomb, I always think
Hmm.
about that one. But yeah, it took a while. So I kind of stuck to the mandirs. And when they have yajnas, those were best, because you have like a couple thousand people. But, I was still within my confines with my dad and uncles next to me and my
Hmm.
aja, so I
Yeah,
sang
yeah,
my
yeah.
bhajans and dunes. But one day I told myself, we were at a yaj in Albion Front, that's on the Corentyne coast, just about like a mile and a half from where I live. There was a yaj going on. And Guyana, they used to have those fairs, right? Diwali fairs, right?
Yes,
So it's
yes.
like 3 nights, Friday night, Saturday. The Friday night is the least amount of people. So I sang at the Yaj. I planned it out. I sang so nobody would miss me, and I left and I went to the fairground, Albion Sports Complex, and I begged them, "Can I sing one song?" Right? Because none of my family and people who knew me were there. They were at the Yaj. So I'm like, you know what? I'll take my chances. And they would always give the local singers like a song or so. So I took my chance. I did it, and I was so happy because everyone loved it and they wanted one more. So I sang another one quickly. And by that time, I was heading back to the Yaj. And Guyana, we didn't have cell phones. Only a few rich people had even, regular
Yeah, yeah.
landline telephone.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's amazing that people already knew that I sang at the fairground.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
yeah, yeah, great experience, and that's what kind of brought me out of my shell,
Hmm.
and I kind of realized that I can actually do this.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, we have a lot of viewers that are locked on right now. Oh my
Uh-huh.
goodness. There's so my mom is locked on, Lachman Prasad. Alicia Morris is here. Alicia Mungaru. Hi guys, blessed Sunday. Can't wait for
Nice.
Yes, can't wait for Bro Terry Gagraj. Please play a birthday song for my birthday tomorrow.
Oh.
Alicia's birthday tomorrow.
Yes.
Alicia Mungaru, blessings. DJ Sean, fantastic sound. Connie Terry Gagraj, Suzanne Plachette sending love from England.
Awesome.
Uh, yes. So there's lots of people locked on here. DJ Peppa Boy from Toronto is locked on as well too. So lots of people are locked on. Share the link, guys. Let's give some
I
love.
love my fans.
Let's give some love to Terry Gadraj here. You have an amazing fan following, and you know what? I know a lot of people are envious of that. That's for sure. You've definitely set the stage and you've set Guyana on the map when it comes to music. You were the first Caribbean singer to perform at the Millennium Bollywood Music Awards. And for those of you who don't know, that's the equivalent of like what, the Grammys, I think.
Oh
And
yes, it was very beautiful.
yeah, so what was that like? Like, how did you manage to do that, being from the Caribbean?
I'll tell you about that, but let me acknowledge my fans for one quick moment. Like
Absolutely.
Susan Plichetti from London, England, wonderful human being. The first time I interacted with her was I think a couple of years ago when we were doing our Save Abby Foundation
Yes.
orphans children Christmas
Hmm.
party. And this gal from England commenting, dress up nice and look very shine and polished. And it was amazing that she just rolled up her sleeves and boom, she went right away into helping the kids. She was like a part of the team, like just like that. I really love that about her. Last year we did a show in London, England. My mom and dad were there. It's exactly 1 year ago. And my mom and dad, they love her as well. Really had a wonderful time in London, England. Chutney in the Park. Alicia Mangru, you should know her because that's our
Yes,
Aruba gal.
that's right.
Wonderful family. And Alicia and her family, I love them because they're upkeeping our culture in the beautiful tiny island of Aruba. So thank you so much. Anyone who is upkeeping our culture around the world, I really appreciate it. And Star, yeah, Alicia, let
Alicia,
me,
yes.
yes, yes, her birthday is tomorrow. So let me be the first to sing a little. Bare bare din ye aaye, bare dil ye gaaye, tujhe hazaron saal ye meri hai arzu. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Alicia Murray. Happy birthday to you. And thank you
Oh,
also to everyone who is locked on right now with a Papa Bye, DJ Sean. I love you guys, man. My fans are the ones who make me who I am. That's why I'm also thankful to them. And I always, respond to their comments and anything they do.
absolutely.
Thank you guys.
Absolutely. Oh, that was amazing. And I know Alicia's watching right now too. She's sending lots of
Yeah.
love, lots of hearts. Thank you,
Uh,
Alicia, and a happy birthday to you too for tomorrow.
Yes, Marla, and to answer your question, the Bollywood Music Awards, I mean,
Hmm.
that was a shocker to me. I never, ever, ever expected a call from Bollywood Music Awards. It's like, how do they know about me? But it was such a blessing to be the first person from the Caribbean to perform at the Bollywood Music Awards.
Hmm.
And, that kind of launched me, and a lot of people took notice of me, including the great Shah Rukh Khan, Mr. A.R. Rahman. It was amazing that I had one-on-one conversation with these great stars. And
Wow.
after they saw my performance, like A.R. Rahman, he sent his manager, invited me to his dressing room. Little poor old me, country village boy. It was amazing. I still can't believe that that actually happened.
Yeah.
But and I always tell myself, like any show I do, I always tell myself, you have to treat it like this is your last, you know, treat it like it's your last show. And I did that at the Bollywood Music Awards. And once again, they called upon me to do it a second time again. So, what more honor can you ask for? And ever
Mhm.
since then, I was able to visit India, perform in India, seven little shows. Um, just last week, we released a beautiful song named Batohia. Check it out on YouTube.
Okay.
It's singers from 5 different continents. Can you imagine
Mhm.
that? Such a big project. I know most
Mhm.
of our West Indian folks, they take it for like granted, right? But say
Yes.
it has never been done before, and I love to be part of these history making collaborations. And it's amazing to see the response that we're getting in India. Government officials, they tweeting it, they sharing it. And
Yeah.
so I feel blessed. And that's my Bollywood connection. I could go
Ah,
on because there's so many experiences with Bollywood superstars that I have had. But I
yeah.
just feel blessed and I'm very grateful.
That's amazing. That's really amazing. And see, I didn't even know half of that. So
Yeah.
thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing
My
that.
pleasure.
Yes, for sure. I wanted to ask you another question. How do you stay so fit and healthy?
You know,
What's your fitness regime?
here is the truth. The truth is, I do not have a gym. I don't have a gym membership. I've only visited a gym to see what it looks like. But that's me, right? But if one thing I can, if one thing I can leave with people always believe it's in a tablet or um, some magic cure or something. It's not that, and it's not just about nutrition and what you eat. It's about mental health. A lot of people don't get that. Most people are very negative.
That's
And
right.
I believe one of the things that helped me, I'm super positive. And I always believe in doing good things. You
Hmm.
give and without even
Hmm.
expecting, but I believe it comes back in you like 100 times fold with all the kindness in different ways, right?
Yes,
But
yes.
I grew up like that as a little boy. We would have one aspirin left at home in our little medicine cabinet, and a neighbor come for it, my mom would gladly give it to them. Even if we
Hmm.
don't have something, but if someone else is in dire need, my mom would just give it away to them. We'd be mad at her, but I thank God, man. And it's a little
Yeah.
bit of everything. Mental health, being positive. And I always believe in, once again, goes back to my childhood. I believe in eating like a poor man,
Hmm.
eating like a poor man. And like our people, they always look, the things in the foreign are always better. The American Western lifestyle is
Yeah,
always
yeah.
better. Rather than sit down home and sane your choka and your dal and rice and thing, they want this fancy restaurant with all this, is a sauce. And little do we realize how unhealthy these sauces are, you
That's
know.
right.
But like I said, that's my own personal thing. To each his own. You do what you believe is right. I believe in the poor man attitude. I believe in that. I've always been like that. I hope I always stay like that. Keep my feet on the ground and always look up to everybody and give love, give
Mhm.
respect. That's my Terry Gagraj way.
I think you've done a pretty good job at just doing that, keeping a solid foot on the ground and staying without your head being in the clouds like some people
Yeah.
are. And even with all of your successes, you've still managed to remain humble and this down to earth person, because everyone that I've ever encountered who knows you have always said, wow, he's so humble and he's so down to earth and he's this wonderful person. So
Thank
you
you.
know,
Make my head swell now.
but it's true because everyone that I've encountered that knows you have said that about you, and that's a wonderful thing, and that says a lot about you as a person.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Um, I wanted to talk about your song that what's it called? Shake your conkalang.
Yes.
I saw that song, I saw the name, and I'm like, wait, what is that? What does that mean? What is it? Can you
Yes.
explain what that is?
Well, let me take you back to how the song started, right? Myself and Nishalbi, Nishalbi from
Yes.
East Coast. Yeah, he's in LBI on the East Coast of Demerara. He's my boy in Guyana. Big up to Nishalbi. Another artist who's very humble, very down to earth. And me, I love good people. Menake,
Yeah.
how rich you are. Menake, how handsome you are. I just love good people, right? So he's one of those good, poor people that's really close to me in Guyana. So
Yes.
we went to Monrepo Market, and same thing. We love going to the market. I eating my egg ball and I drinking my cane juice and
Gosh,
checking
you're
out all
making
the
my mouth water now, boy. I want some of that now.
exactly. And, we started out checking everybody going to the market, especially checking out all the girls and things. So one fella see the girls walk in, right? Group of girls walking, going to the market and thing. There's like, boy, watch it and gala walk and shake them kankalang. I mean, everybody got so erupted in laughter. Even the girls were cracking up. It was very
Oh
funny.
my
And it was at that
God.
moment that I said, I have to write a song about kankalang because me, all my songs must have a little bit of Guyana. I believe in my identity, my culture, where I come from. I love to
Mm-hmm.
showcase my country, my culture,
Mm-hmm.
my people. So on the plane ride back, that's when I wrote the song. And that's where I write all my songs. When I'm in an airport and it's nice and quiet, I'm in a plane, I can't sleep. In a plane,
Mm-hmm.
train, automobile, anything that's moving, me can't sleep. Me
Yeah,
need my
yeah.
bed. So what I do is I use it to be productive. So
Right,
that's when I
right.
write my songs and take mental notes and things of that sort. So yes, that is how Shake Your Kankalang started. And I'm so happy to see it embraced by even the soca market. People love it.
Yes.
Susan, she danced this song. I mean, Susan has grown in popularity, and I'm so happy for her. Wonderful
Hmm.
girl.
Well, I want to share that song with our audience if you don't mind.
Please do, please do.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I think it's this one.
Roll your conker down, shake your conker down. Roll your conker down, shake your conker down. Roll your conker down, roll it, shake your conker down. Come say roll your conker down, roll it, shake your conker down. Come say old time something come back again. Gonna be take you back in time. Old time something come back again. When everybody know what's our mind.
आगे आगे नाना चले नानी come behind Nana drinking stay home darling Nani come wine आगे आगे नाना चले नानी come behind Nana drinking stay home darling Nani come wine
Roll your conker down, shake your conker down. Roll your conker down, shake your conker down. Roll your conker down, roll it, shake your conker down. Roll your conker down, roll it, shake your conker down.
तेरा जैसा यार कहाँ मैं क्या friend live Guyana She tell me if me want she love me Me happy Western Union she want me She also want a barrel with thing Or Terry Jean I go get nothing तेरा जैसा यार कहाँ She said no paisa no sugar
Roll your conker down, shake your conker down. Roll your conker down, shake your conker down. Roll your conker down, roll it up, shake your conker down. Shake it, roll your conker down, shake your conker down. Old time chop me come back again. Gonna go back in time. Old time chop me come back again. Leg on your waist, bust a wine.
Oh my love, you leave me and you gone You keep Sheila husband Me now want no exchange, return the people man Oh my love, you leave me and you gone You keep Sheila husband Me now want no exchange, return the people man
Roll your conker down, shake your conker down. Roll your conker down, shake your conker down.
दुनिया से जाने वाले जाने चले जाते हैं कहाँ दुनिया से जाने वाले जाने चले जाते हैं कहाँ कैसे डूबे कोई उनको नहीं कदमों के निशान दुनिया से जाने वाले जाने चले जाते हैं कहाँ क्या हुआ मिला जुदागा वो कसम निगमारी दम बोलेगा दिल They gon' cry smell. They gon' cut the game and me and she gon' make them flip
come say old time something come back again. Well, let me take you back in time. Old time something come back again. Well, everybody know the show.
Well, I'll definitely be shaking my conch along now. Now that I know what it means.
I know, right? Well, it was such a nice mix of, old school, and we write some nice little lyrics. Nishal
Mm,
also wrote some of it for me.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
think that's why, people love it. And we have the Kangalang dance competition. Yeah, a lot of people are submitting their entries,
Yeah.
and very beautiful. We have the DJ remix competition. I mean, the
Yes.
people in South Africa, even they're participating. And it
Hmm.
was so great to see the first time that I had a song that came out that went up the soca charts all the way to number one,
Hmm.
So I'm so thankful for it. And to see people in South Africa for the first time responding to one of my songs, loving it. And that's why I'm always so thankful to everybody, man. My fans are the best. Thank you.
Ah, that's awesome, man. Thank you. Thank you for that song. I actually listened to it last week in its entirety, and I'm like, oh, it's not that bad. But I wonder where does that word come from? What is Uncle?
Yeah. Well, Mala, all year, it's been very quiet. The COVID-19 had everybody down, feeling
Hmm.
depressed and sad. So that's why I figure, it's time for an upbeat song. And there weren't too many upbeat, positive, uplifting party songs. So that's why I hit it. And I think I did it at the right time. Everybody took notice. And people's moods are better once you listen to that. Because,
Of
all
course.
year I was singing all these, songs about a situation in Guyana.
Yes.
Thankfully, it's okay now. We
Hmm.
sang songs about the coronavirus,
Right.
So, yeah, so I'm just happy to be recording. And
Right.
I use the opportunity to, produce one song at least every month. Very least, I release one new song.
Wow, that's quite the feat. That's wow. I'm amazed. That's why you have hundreds of songs out there. That's
Yeah, too many.
amazing. That's amazing. I'm I know that you have kids, and I didn't realize this. I knew you had a daughter, but
Yeah.
I didn't know you had a son. Are any of your children following in your footsteps? Will they be following in your footsteps?
Not so much musically. My daughter, she
Mm-hmm.
doesn't, she's not into that so much. She loves listening to it and dancing to it. My son, he started, he learned the dholak and the harmonium and dantal and things of that sort.
Mm-hmm.
But he's in college and stuff right now. So, like my dad told me, focus on your education first. And then afterwards, then we'll see where music takes you. So they're doing the
Exactly.
same thing. They have learned from my dad, their
Yeah.
Nana, their
Yeah.
Aja,
Yeah.
So yeah, they're doing well, and I'm very proud of them.
Absolutely. Thank you. Let's talk a little bit about your fundraising efforts and endeavors in Guyana for the kids, the Save Abby Foundation. Can you tell our viewers a little bit about what is it you actually do in Guyana?
Yeah, this is our 10th year doing the Save Avi Foundation, and we were supposed to have our big 10th year Chutney Glow cruise. As
All
most
right.
people know,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, most people know Chutney Glow. That is the our main fundraising event we have had in Toronto, in New York, and Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Tampa, Florida, Orlando. And yes, we do these to raise funds. The good thing about the Save Abby Foundation, and the reason why I lent my name to this organization, is because of a gentleman named Sham Tilak. He's the founder. And I love the idea that he had about being transparent. And if you give $1 to the charity, $1 goes to the kids and to the people that the charity is for. I have been a part of, donate to other charities. Let's
Mm-hmm.
say American Charity United Way.
Yeah.
With them, it's like 80% of the money that you give goes towards administrative costs. So, that I didn't like. When I realized it and I learned more about it, I figure, that was the wrong way to go. So with the Save Abby Foundation, every year we do a medical outreach in the summer months, whether it's June or July, and we every year we do the orphans Christmas party for all the orphans in Guyana, all the orphanages throughout Guyana. When we started, I thought it was like 3 or 4 orphanages. Little did we know it was 24 orphanages. We do that every year on a consistent basis. And of course, thanks to people out there who make those donations. And just to let people out there know, when we travel to Guyana to take care of the children, we pay our own hotel, our own airfare, our own meals, everything. Plus, we take out money from our pockets and donate it. For instance, the mother in my county whose house got burned down. We're so much charity work we've done over the years and throughout the year. And one of the main thing is there is a school. We built a school called the Save Abby School, where children can come and get education for free. And it was Sham Tilak again. It was his idea to teach children computer skills, so they could be better, suited for jobs. And I'm proud to say lots of kids, after graduating from the Save Abby School in Cotton Tree on the west coast of Berbice, they were able to get jobs as well. And from one school, we also partnered with a school in Metamirzorg, one in Port Morant. So lots more, and we're growing. And we thank the people out there for their support. You're the ones who make it all possible.
Thank you very much for that explanation. I mean, I didn't expect you to go into such details, but thank you very much. And I look forward to come to Guyana at some point whenever you guys are down there, just to see what you guys are doing as well too. I would love
that. Would be nice. We always tell people, come. If you can't go, send your friends, and we encourage people to come and spy on us. Please spy on us and see what we're doing. And our books are always open, 100% transparent.
Right.
And that's the only way we conduct our charity.
Absolutely. And I know Sham is a wonderful person. I've had many conversations with him over the years, and he is an extremely humble individual. So
if I may also mention very briefly the Restoring Paradise. That's another group that has collaborated with us and done fantastic job. So check them out, see what they're about. Please spy on them and see what they're doing.
For sure. Thank you so much for that. Someone is saying that you should give a shout out for all of the frontline workers, but I have your song that you sang. So I would love to play that now, if you don't mind.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Sorry.
Doctors and nurses are a blessing from above. Let's come together and show them some love. Frontline professionals, essential workers too. All over the world, it's a heartfelt thank you. Doctors and nurses are a blessing from above. Let us come together and show them some love. Frontline professional, essential workers too. Everybody owe them a heartfelt thank you. Terry G and Nisha, we both say thank you. In this pandemic, you risk your own lives so people can be healthy and we can survive. In this pandemic, you risk your own life so people can be healthy and we can survive. Our world is facing a hard time today. Thanks to frontline workers, we'll have better days. Doctors and nurses are blessing from above. Let us come together and show them some love. Frontline professionals, essential workers too. Everybody owe them a heartfelt thank you. Terry G and Nisha, we both say thank you. everything you do. For every day the whole world depending on you. Doctors and nurses are a blessing from above. Let's come together and show them some love. Frontline professionals, essential workers too. All over the world, it's a heartfelt thank you. Terry G and Nishal, we both say thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we can do our part as well. Listen me. Take your vitamin C, build your immunity. Practice social distance, it helps you and me. Take your vitamin C, build your immunity. Practice social distance, it helps you and me. Sanitize, stay indoors and wear your face mask. As long we do the right thing, no virus can last. Doctors and nurses are a blessing from above. Let's come together and show them some love. Frontline professionals, essential workers too. All over the world, it's a heartfelt thank you. Doctors and nurses are blessing from above. Let us come together and show them some love. Frontline professional, essential workers too. Everybody owe them a heartfelt thank you. Terry G and Nishal, we both say thank you. Terry G and Nishal, we both say thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I know there are a lot of people on Facebook here who didn't even realize that that song was out there. So, for all of you viewers, the song is out on YouTube, so you can check it out there. So, everyone is like, that's such a heartfelt, heart-touching song. So, that was amazing. Thank you so much. I know you're pressed for time and you've got to go, but I just have one last question for you. And I know that you've done a lot of collaborations with some of the biggest chutney soca artists. What's next for Terry Gagraj? What are you doing next?
So much I have planned. Oh my God, and I love collaborating with artists as well. And so many songs. I love to sing different songs for different occasions. And I thank my fans for that. Because they're the ones who always tell me, sing a song about this, about that, the other thing.
Yeah.
Like, we did one for Raksha Bandhan,
Yes.
very beautiful.
Yeah.
And if there are any songs or any occasions you think is lacking a song, tell me. I will get it done. Remember, my fans are the best. Your wish is my command. I will get it done. And every month I do at least, very least, is one song. And I've done this ever since I started recording, over 25 years ago, Bangali Babu. Never stop performing, never stop recording, just keep doing different songs.
Yes,
But stay
yes,
tuned because, I'm always bringing out different songs and I do a
exactly.
variety because like we grew up in Guyana. We do the chutney. I did the bhajan album, which is called
Yes.
Om Namaste. If you want to hear me sing some bhajans, visit my YouTube channel. It's called Guyana Baboo Terry Gagraj. Guyana Baboo Terry Gagraj. And you'll see the variety of songs that I do. And I also have sweet love songs, country and western songs.
Yes,
When I was
yes.
learning to play the guitar, I learned those songs because my mom, she used to listen to the Jim Reeves and all these songs.
Yeah.
So she is the one who really inspired me into doing that album. And funny enough, that album, took me to Kingston, Jamaica for the very first time. My first show in
Wow.
Jamaica
Yeah.
was not for chutney. They love my sweet love songs because I sang in Brooklyn for the Jamaicans there.
Yeah.
They loved it. And I love singing for everybody, man. Like the Jamaicans, anytime there's a jerk fest, they hire me. I'm so thankful. So just keep looking out. Stay tuned. My social media. And don't forget the Shake Your Kangalang
Ah,
DJ remix competition,
yes.
the dance competition. We call it the TikTok challenge. You can dance any part of the song you want to dance. 15 seconds or you want to dance the whole song, it don't matter. And you could win some good cash as well. So spread the word around.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Terry. I truly appreciate your time. I know that you've got to go, and we've got Randy standing by. He's coming on next. So I just want to wish you all the very best on your musical journey, and thank you for inspiring me to do my very best as well, and for
My
promoting our
pleasure.
culture. Thank you so much.
And let me
I
say a quick thank you to all your viewers who are locked on with you. Remember, there is no me without you. You're the guys who make me who I am. Terry Gagraj, the Guyana Baboo. And this next young man coming up, another humble soul. Someone, he call me for anything, I'll be there. Amala will do the introduction, but I have to endorse this gentleman. I wish more of the young guys would be like him, like Nishal B. Very
Mhm,
humble, super talented, and
mhm.
they don't go around bragging about these things. So stay tuned and tell your friends and family to tune in to this next surprise artist coming up. Mala, thank you so much. God bless you.
You're very welcome. Thank you so much, Terry. And I'm going to play your Guyana Baboo song now for our viewers because I know that was one of the most requested song for me
Oh
to
boy.
play for you. And then I'm
Thank
going to
you.
bring Randy on. So thank you again.
Thank you. Have a beautiful
All
weekend.
right.
Bye bye now.
Thank you very much.
Oh Bengali Babu, oh Bengali Babu, oh Bengali Babu, oh Bengali Babu. I am the very best at the Guyanese Babu. I am the very best at the Guyanese Babu. Oh Bengali Babu, oh Bengali Babu, oh Bengali Babu, oh Bengali Babu. We come from the country they call Guyana, land of the bauxite, the rice and sugar. We come from the country they call Guyana, land of the bauxite, the rice and sugar. Me say pack up me grip and let me go. Me got to come back to Guyana some more. Me say fi pack up me grip and let me go. Me got to go back to Guyana some more. Oh Bengali Babu, oh Guyana Babu, oh Bengali Babu, oh Guyana Babu. I am the very best at the Guyanese Babu. I am the very best at the Guyanese Babu. Oh Bengali Babu, oh Guyana Babu, oh Bengali Babu, oh Guyana Babu. Singing in the US and Canada. I am coming back, man, be nice of Guyana. Singing in the US and Canada. I am coming back, man, be nice of Guyana. Me say pack up me grip and let me go. Me got to go back to Guyana some more. Me say we pack up me grip and let me go. Me got to go back to Guyana some more. Oh Bengali Babu, oh Guyana Babu, oh Bengali Babu, oh Guyana Babu. I am the very best at the Guyanese Babu. I am the very best at the Guyanese Babu. Oh Bengali Babu, oh Guyana Babu, oh Bengali Babu, oh Guyana Babu. got to go back to Guyana some more. Me say fi pack up me grip and let me go. Me got to go back to Guyana some more. Oh Bangali Babu, oh Guyana Babu, oh Bangali Babu, oh Guyana Babu. I am the very best of the Guyanese Babu. I am the very best of the Guyanese Babu. Oh Bangali Babu, oh Guyana Babu, oh Bangali Babu, oh Guyana Babu.
So I hope you guys enjoyed that song. That is where the Guyana Baboo originated from. So thank you, Terry, for being on the program today. It was wonderful and well received. So just moving along, our next guest today is an amazing, humble, hardworking, honest individual I've had the privilege of being on stage with. And he lights up the stage whenever he is at any performance. And it's always a pleasure watching him perform and watching him with the crowd. And he is here right now with me, and I am not liking that beard, Randy. Look at you.
Oh man, so I'm currently right now at the Dunya Movement's headquarters. We actually had a band launch last night for the HQ band.
That's right.
So that was live on Avi Tunes as well as the HQ. So today was supposed to be our cool down day. The pool is over there. I wanted to go in the pool and do the do the live, but I was like, I'm too clumsy, and if the phone fall, that's it. The whole thing to be over. So I told myself, let me just sit down out here. I'm trying to how do I say it? Get all this hot air in, get all this nice weather in, because I'm not sure when I'm gonna be able to hop on a plane and go to somewhere like right behind you. I so hope that you're like on an island right now with a little coconut in your hand or something like that. I don't.
This background here, this is like my little vision of where I want to be right now. That's why I put it on because it makes me feel good. It
Yep, I
makes me
can't
feel
wait. I
good.
mean,
Yeah.
safety is first. Like I said, right now we're all in a sense of pause. We're also in a sense of reset. And as I said, like I said, hopefully we get a chance to come out very, very soon. But in that case, I've never really done this. So I told myself, it's like, you know what? This is a look since I'm away from the public eye and most times. Let me try it. My hair is a total mess under this as well. So that's why I said, let me wear a hat. But like I said, I'm just thankful for life. I know everyone that is locked on, everyone all around the world that here is alive today is very thankful for that. We've lost many along the way of this, very unexpectedly, but God knows best. That's all I would say. God knows best. Whatever reason this is for, it may not be as common or as knowledgeable to us as right now, but He knows best, and I think there are bigger, better things for the entire world after this. So we just gotta hope and wait
Right,
for it.
right, right. That's awesome. So I know that I don't really know a lot about you. I've met you for the very first time. I think it was in 2016 when we went to
Yes.
Aruba. That was the very first time I met you.
I think
And
I've always behaving bad in front of you, so then you're not gonna really know anything good. So maybe today's the day I gotta say everything good.
okay, we don't want to spill the beans about your badness, but no, let's all be good today and
Yes, yes.
tell our viewers a little bit more about yourself and
Let's see. So I'm 32 years old. I was born in New York City. I know I get it a lot, especially being in the style of music that we're in. I always get confused to be Trinidadian because of the style of music that I sing, because it's not a very common type of music coming out of Guyana. But anytime we usually finish mashing up the place, mostly the times with harmonia drum. Sally Shankar, as you guys know, the Eighth Wonder World is my drummer. Shivan Lakan as well. Two amazing drummers, blessings that I'm thankful for every day. When we finish mashing up, the first thing you go, hey boy, you Trinidadian? What part of Trinidad you come from? And it's funny because you can't even tell them you're from Guyana, but you're representing it. So you got to tell them I'm a Guy American, or I'm an American that's representing Guyana. Even my mom says I'm more Kuli than them, so that sounds like a blessing. But one of the things, as our great mentor, our great visionary, right before me, culture is everything. And I grew up in a household where my nanny used to make sure we wake up before sun. And if we didn't wake up before sun, one bucket cold water, common thing, there's a belt hanging on the door. Like I said, she was like, wake
Yeah,
up in the morning, you have to rise before the sun. That's how
right.
successful people grow. When I was staying with her after my nana passed away for a little, it was the most the best breakfast in the world. Every morning you get fry aloo and roti and everything like that. Nowadays, when you're so busy, you go to Starbucks, you grab a coffee or something like that, and you feel bloated for the whole day.
That's true. That's
So
true.
so like I said, some of the greatest times growing up when I was younger. Currently, like I said, away from music, I actually am in charge of pharmacy operations for New York City Health Hospitals, which is in New York City. So I help with their compliance as well as their oncology department, as well as supervising and actually mixing medications for two oncology pharmacies that do them as well. So whenever you get to see me
So
sneak away or something like that.
if I need drugs, I can come to you. Is that it?
Well, like I said, it all depends on kind of drugs because most of our stuff are oncology or cancer patients. I know what I hope and nobody I ever know ever has to deal with something like that. There was a great saying. We actually did a webinar a few, I think maybe 2 years ago,
Yeah.
and the moderator for that webinar said, "The more people get sick, the more you get paid." It's a very very bad thing to say,
Oh my
but
goodness.
it's the truth. That's the truth. If I go to work and there's nobody getting sick, I won't have a paycheck or bread to put on the table. So you just have to be thankful that we're healthy, we keep ourselves well. But the one thing that I always preach to the patients when we do get to talk to them is that there are a lot of natural remedies and you need to do it. For example, I swear by ginger tea. I use ginger tea for everything. I know a lot of you guys locked on as well. Somebody can tell me, hey, you take a Mucinex, you take, nah, give me a thing of ginger tea. It's bitter, but it works.
It does actually because I use that a lot as well too. I don't like taking pills for anything. I
I think
don't.
pills have more side effects. Like stress, for example. You can take on all the stress in the world, and like I said, I can only speak for myself. But there's so many things people have to deal with, especially now.
Yeah.
Everyone had like a solid 9 to 5, and then with this going on, social distancing, it has affected many people's life. And some people may not know where their next meal will be, or whether how they're going to make their next payment on something. But as I said, God is great. God will always help us find a way, even if there's a little struggle here today. For example, look, we're more concerned about we can't get back on stage, we can't connect with the fans, and here you are, because we thank God you're providing us a medium to still stay in touch with them, still for them to let us know and everything like that. And I'm
Yeah.
thankful for that to be a part of it.
Thank you. Thank you for that. So in terms of music now, where did you learn to sing? How did all of that come about?
So I like I said, I was hoping that maybe me and Terry could have crossed on a little thing, but like I said, I know like I said, I
He
just
was
wanted
pressed for
everyone to know
time.
he was
I would
pressed
have
for time
loved
as
to
well.
bring both of you on together, but he said he had to be out of here by before 5 o'clock. So
Listen, even if he's not performing, as you can see, he's still busy. So he must be doing
yes,
great things, and
he
I know he's
must be
doing
doing
great things.
something right. Exactly.
I actually got into music through my uncles, who actually used to be the lead singers of the band when Terry was playing guitar.
Wow.
Back in the days, I used to be the little kid running around. Nowadays we have USBs and MP3s and stuff. Back in the days, you used to have something called DATs, DAT. There's a little
Uh-huh.
tape you used to put in the machine, and they used to record on reels.
Oh yes, yes,
And
I remember
yes,
that. Yep.
so those are those days. It used to be a guy by the name of Jay Cowla. He brought out, like, for example, songs from Terry like Tun Tun. There's a good amount of songs, but one of the songs that my uncle had back in the days that Terry jumped on. Like I said, everybody was just a nice little band. There was a nice little band that was like band music back in the days, all live instruments. Now we have Ableton, we have samples, we have this, we have that. Like I said, the feel is different. The music has changed, it has evolved, but it's still great. Um, Terry came on. I remember that was the first song that were like, I think I was introduced to like that style of band or chutney was yo mine agree, yo fine agree, so pack up and come let we go. And that was his hook. And then my uncle started with the pack up and come let we go. And then, like I said, they decided to take a step back and enter the family life. And God blessing Terry. He had his family life, and I guess what, he got to run with the music as well. So God
Yeah.
bless him on that. But my uncles, them, they decided to take a step back. They decided to assist to the family. They like I said, everyone was always involved in religion and music and everything like that. So it's like that.
Hmm.
The way that I got into music was that same uncle. I believe I was 1.5, and I was the first grandchild. And of course, he's a music enthusiast, and he was like, I got to be a music enthusiast. And as a little kid, when you force them to do it, I'm gonna start crying. I'm gonna start getting on bad. and he gave me a song to learn. And in the middle of the jandi, I just bust out crying, and I bust out crying, and he yelled at me right there and then. He's like, "You're gonna get it right." No, and then he calmed me down afterwards. And then over the years, I kind of saw the vision of what he was trying to go to. And you would
Yeah.
have asked me maybe 15 years ago if I would ever be the performer I am today, and I would have told you no, because I thought I was just destined to, hold my little harmonium, sing at a little Johnny house, and call it a day. When I was about 4 years old, my nanny introduced me to the harmonium, and like I said, I think I've always been a crybaby since I was a kid, because everybody else that was playing dolak, and I wanted to play dolak because it was the cool thing to do,
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
all by it. And unfortunately, it's like, Rand, no, everybody's playing it. We're not gonna have any kind of singers. And so said, so done. If you look at that class of drummers that are not then, they've all gone into family lives and stuff, and they hardly play drums now. And now
Right.
there's a whole new set of youngsters that are playing drum and harmonium and stuff,
Mhm.
and those are the guys we have to go to. Very thankful for that. When I was about the age of 14, I believe I saw, I was introduced to Sunny Man through my nana, his style of music, and I realized that the harmonium was more than just bhajans and just religious songs, and they were using it for all styles of music. And although nowadays a lot of people may say that the chutney is more English or more modernized and stuff, it's a way of life. It's a way of life. It explains things. Like, for example, I know in our industry, a lot of people may bash certain lyrics or certain music when it comes down to it. But if you put a drink in their hand and you get them really nice on a Saturday night, they can sing every single song that there is, because everything relates. For example, think of someone that's having a hard time with the relationship right now. They just want
Yeah.
to sit back and they'd be like, "Oh, KI, I don't know what KI sing," and they hold a drink in their hand. I go be single forever, because they don't want to deal with the stress that they're dealing with. But the songs relate. Like I said, the
Yes,
songs,
yes.
all the songs may not have the proper structure, but there is someone that's always listening to something. For example, Terry Gajraj may have a million people listening to me, and I listening to him, and I may have 100 people listening to me. But guess what? There was a point in time when Terry Gajraj had only 100 people listening to him. But over time, he's perfected his craft, if not still perfecting it, gotten it better, and he's where he is today. And like I said, I'm thankful that he's a leader for our country, for our culture, and I'm just glad that, hey, I got to hold that hand, and let's see, hopefully he decides to pass that torch. I hope I can do maybe a quarter of what he does. I don't. I hope I can. I don't know. He's done a lot. He's done a lot.
I think you're doing a wonderful job so far,
Thank
though.
you.
Like
Thank you.
you're one of the best performers I've seen, and I've apart from Terry, on stage, and you really know how to capture the crowd and just to get you interact with them on such a level that you get them on that dance floor, and you talk to them through music, which is great. Um,
Yeah.
Shivan Lakan is saying, "Let me see the pool, Randy." He wants to see the pool.
Tell Shiva Lakan he was supposed to be here since 1 o'clock. So
Oh my gosh, DJ Sean, fantastic sound is saying you're the energy king. That says a lot
thank you.
about you. Shiva Gusain, Randy, bro. Tony Cuts, come let me cut your hair.
When I come, Guyana, yes, yes, for sure.
Alicia Munger is saying she loves the beard. Wow, okay.
Trust me, everybody loves his beard except for two people in my life, which is my nanny and my mom. Literally, everybody loves the beard, and I honestly don't. But like I said, I'm just seeing where it goes. And then, like I said, December 31st, I already booked with my barber. I'm going to clean up myself. Start 2021 Pride.
It gives you this rough appearance, like a, like a
One of the things I'm also doing with the look is they're working in silence. People may look like, oh my God, you look like this, right? But they don't know what's happening behind the scenes. And like I said, I haven't really released anything. The only thing that I've really done crazy during this COVID was the concert that I had recently, which was virtually
that's right.
Reckless.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was an amazing undertaking. It was just a vision. Like I said, I want to just thank one person mainly for that, and that's Ranjit. The day after I finished my birthday live, he got on the phone with me. He pounded it into me. He got me on a little tangent. I wasn't upset because I'm always open to criticism because that's what perfects your craft. One thing my guru always taught me is there are 100 people in a crowd. If 99 tell you you're doing good, that means that you're doing good for them. But if there's that one person that comes up to tell you bad, that's an amazing piece of advice because something you didn't capture that 100%, and you need to go back to the drawing board and redo it. And that's one of the things I think that we've gone over time. I remember those days where I used to just stand and just hold the microphone and sing. And now I'm left to right thing. Like I said, Shivan's right there locked on. He says I do this butterfly dance kind of thing with my foot. I don't know. I guess I do it. I don't know, but it's the way that I move on stage.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break, and I'm going to
Sure.
play one of your songs for our
Sure.
viewers. All
No
right.
problem.
That was an amazing clip. I saw the clip and I was like, who is
Oh
that?
man.
Who is that? Who is
So
that drummer?
well, if you guys really know who that don't really see him in that aspect of it, I don't know if you ever heard of a song called Apakameka Isawa Chupake Chupake. That is
Yeah,
actually Master Salim playing Dola.
really?
You would never think that, someone who's on stage singing the crazy songs that he does with all his energy, that is what I consider energy, God. But
Oh my
he
goodness.
before he before he became a singer and decided to become a chutney soca artist, he was one of the best dolak players in the world, playing for some of the best. I believe he's actually been requested to play for Kumar Sanu on many occasions, Abhijit as well. But he's just beyond amazing. But I guess, after having something else under your belt, he wanted to do something else, or he wanted to, for example, go into a different life. I believe he's going to be celebrating about 10 years. He actually gave me my first break at recording in Trinidad and Tobago at Maha, and we collabed on the song Cuba Jelaki in 2017. So that was my first international recording. My first recording altogether is Diana Jalata. It was actually a bhajan. It was a
Yes.
Diwali bhajan. This one Sandy hit, strictly bhajan. When I say that, the song pretty much literally says, "Oma, please allow your light to shine upon the world," or something like that. 2 weeks later, we walked into a Sweet 16. People bumping into the chutney, just like around the Chaitu and stuff like that. And the floor is packed at about 400 people. And I'm trying to tell the DJ, please cut this off. Please cut this off. Because I'm like, it's not a chutney. But like I said, because of its beat, its rhythm, and everything like that, it was misconcepted. But overall, it's still a song that people are enjoying themselves to, and I wasn't okay with that. The success of that song, though, I could have ran with it as a chutney song, and it would have been a possible hit. But I knew better, so I didn't. But that song, when I released it that year in 2012, it actually took me to Australia for a performance with Falguni Pata.
Really?
They actually with the Dandia
Yeah.
in 2012. Trust me, it is the most horrible flight in the world. It's 20 hours to go, 20 hours to come back. I was so bored because then Facebook and stuff wasn't as big as then. I
Yeah.
wasn't as electronically assembled as I once was, as I am now. So it's just me lying down, walking around, just doing. I'm over there playing drum on the chair things, and the lady has to tell me to stop. I remember that because I'm bored. I have nothing else to do. But
Right, right.
she actually reached out to me. She heard the song and she's like, I would like you to join me as a performance. We did it. Like I said, in the crowd though, I actually found four Guyanese people. I was so happy and I was so amazed. At least I found some of our people. So like I
Right.
said, I'm thankful for where I've gone, where I've gotten. Like I said, what's still in store for me, but hard work is everything, and I'm still always gonna make sure I do it.
Yep. So, what genre of music do you thoroughly enjoy singing? Because I like you this way. That little clip that I showed just
Yeah.
now, that's how I like to see you. Because you can flip the switch just like that from chutney to Bollywood to whatever, and you do it in such a really nice way with that harmonium and drum. It's really incredible.
So one of the things I'm trying to still encourage the younger generation is that they see us on stage, and yes, we have me like myself, like Anilina Dunia, like Ranjiv, representing out here. They watch us with a microphone in our hand and think, that's who I got to become. You don't have to become that. Unfortunately, the promoters and some of the shows don't, they don't accommodate, or they don't have the need or the time or the want for the harmonia drum on stage. That's why it's our job to put these kind of things, like say, for example, the opening act of Virtually Reckless is an up and coming group in New York here, that does harmonia drum, and I actually featured a group out there in Canada too, Amargeet.
Yeah.
That's with Danish. I guess they have something that's really nice going on out there. They're in their pickup truck driving
Yeah,
around.
yeah. They're actually
Yeah.
they're actually gonna be on my program at some point in
Nice.
September.
Nice. So, like I said, these are the things that the world may not be able to see, where everybody's too locked onto CNN and all the news, and they have no idea what's going on around them. But
Yeah.
the harmonia drum will always be a secret weapon that has kind of got lost in translation with our music today. But there are many, many young talents out there still trying to keep it alive, and just got to keep it in place. I think one of the upcoming talent as well is a young lady out of Florida. She was actually featured on Ranji's Rising Star, Ashley.
Yes.
Like I said, I knew Ashley before as a little girl. I used to run on Temple for the fundraisers I used to do at Anil, and today, wow, it's like she's making a name for herself. So it's time for us to, after COVID, sit back on the beach with our hands in the back of head. Hey, at least we know we got people that are gonna be able to take
Exactly.
our culture.
And that's amazing that you guys are working with all these youngsters as well, and you're pushing them and you're giving them some encouragement along the way as well, and promoting them as well too.
We must, like I said, a lot of the older generation, they always, they're, like I said, and everybody has their choice in life. There are individuals that want to do recreational stuff. They want to do things because they're under peer pressure. They want to do things on the outside that looks cool. And then there are others who are willing to invest because of their parents, because of themselves and their love for it. And that's their path in life. And I'm never going to tell anyone how to live their life or what to do, because I won't want someone to tell me that. But at the same
Mhm.
time, I just want to make sure that we're the ones that are do want to do it. They want to do it as well. Um, I guess Mr. Anil Dunia must have heard my throat a little soft, so he got me a nice little soda here to drink. Thank you very much, Anil.
Yeah, sorry, Anil. I know he's taken up into your pool time. He did make a comment saying that. Um, so you know, there in Trinidad and Tobago, there's so many male artists up and coming. Some who have like paved the way already, like Ki. Um, you got Raymond Ramnarine. You've got so many talented artists out there. How do you keep abreast of the competition? What do you do?
Three things: humility, allow the fans to, for example, give you your best opinion and give you their love without forcing them to do it for you. And last but
Mhm.
not least, just pretty much focusing on your craft, like you said. Focus, just that you like that part. Focus on your craft. I can't go on stage and start singing a reggae song because I don't have the turtle for my tongue. So if I'm gonna go sing 10 reggae songs along with 10 chutney songs, I might get laughed at, which I should be prepared for. But
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
same
yeah.
time, but it's humility above everything. For example, if you let's say, for example, if your time is passed on stage or something like that, yes, you have the right to speak up or something like that. But
Hmm.
sometimes you just got to take a step back, because you have to watch what exactly the promoter or what exactly the crowd is looking for, what exactly the crowd
Hmm.
wants. Um, in terms of like in terms of product, as you said, just you got to keep putting out something that is always going to be you, because if you put out something that is not you, you're never going to be able to interact with it. For example, I believe, for example, I think you have a new song coming out. I think it came out, or you have a new song
Yeah,
coming out.
I've
Uh,
already released it on
yeah.
YouTube, and it's being released in Trinidad on the radio tomorrow.
Right. So
Right.
that song, perfect. Like I said, I believe I saw you in the promo. You was dancing and stuff like that. So you've already set an energy for them. But that's how they know that, hey, I wonder what she's coming with, because you already intrigued them. The
Yeah.
same thing with us as well, and it's the same thing we did with the concert that we had. Is the same thing that we're gonna do with the future music that we had. Um, One of the comments you made as well just now. You made the comment about the artists in Trinidad and Tobago taking it up a notch. One of the
Hmm.
things I feel that we've as artists, or we as an industry has done, is that we have not promoted the women folk as much.
Yes.
So this is what I said, like the CBC. So I mean, like we're on an interview now here. I can think my first 6 months next year, my first six releases all have female artists featured on it. The
Wow.
world needs to know about the world. The world has to know more about you guys. Also, I also think that if you go to a party or you go to a nice fete and you got 100 man, I don't think 100 man want to see 5 man sing. They want to see a nice gal go up on stage and bust a song and take a wine. Even if us guys tried to do that, I don't think we're still giving this the same feeling. So I was like, you know what? There's a lot of talent. There's a lot right here in the U.S. too. It's amazing how the social media and for example all these mediums that we have allowed us to find so many people. We have young lady in Jersey. Her name is Liana Bihari Singh, an amazing talent. I've only seen her when she puts up a little videos. I got her to come to a Mother's Day show we did a couple of years
Hmm.
ago. The crowd still loves her. But one of the things I preach to every little kid is that this is a hobby. Unfortunately, in America, we have to pay bills. Music is not our biggest thing to pay bills. Stay
That's
in
right. That's
school,
right.
get your degree and stuff like that. And listen,
Yeah.
you're gonna have your fun. I did it. For example, when Ki was coming out with Single Forever, I was graduating with my PharmD. I could have literally left the music and go today in this position.
Yeah.
I might not have. I don't think I would maybe have a backup plan. So I'm glad that I did. I'm still able to do music. Still over
Hmm.
here to come online, and for example, and watch old videos like the one I just watched, and just reminisce over all the good times. And
Yeah.
these are
Yeah.
all these are all impromptu kind of stuff that we did. And like I said, nothing that we ever do is ever planned. That's the problem. I cannot tell you the last time I sat down with Sailesh or Shivan and practice.
Right.
Everything is we do is on the spot because the
On the
chemistry is
spot.
there, and I'm
Yeah.
thankful for that.
Exactly, and I've always said this to all my friends who knows you and
Yeah,
who've seen your performances, that anytime I have something big happening here in Toronto, I'm bringing you because I love the way you do that live, that whole live
thank you.
performance. It's amazing.
Like
I
I
love
said, and as you said, like I said, the demeanor that you've seen us in with the harmonia drum. This is I'm so happy that COVID allowed us this time to re-prep, because when we come back on stage, it's not just about just bumping out harmonium and singing. It's about a presentation on stage, and we're like I said, every time we're gonna go on stage now. For those of you guys that locked onto that Virtually Reckless, like I said, that was only a taste of what we've come, because we thought about it. This is
yeah.
a reset button. This is a reset button for all of us. And
So
if
let me
we
ask
can,
you,
if yeah,
yeah,
sure.
uh, where did the name Reckless come from?
So the
Is there a
Reckless actually came.
story?
You,
Is there a story behind that?
if I only tell you this, we're gonna spend about 15 minutes. Everybody at home thing. Um, a pundit.
Okay, just
A,
give us a little
no,
snapshot.
no, 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 not the Snapchat. I'm talking about the laugh. A pundit gave me that name.
A pundit.
A pundit. We went to his fundraiser. We did. Yeah, I know it's always a funny story,
Oh,
but he
jeez.
gave it to me. So we went to a fundraiser and stuff like that. And a couple and prior to years to that, as I said, we didn't know what we were gonna do with the music. I thought I was gonna be a little Johnny House singer. Soon as I Take Wife was one of the compositions that I had back in the days. I still have it up to today. It's about a husband and wife when they get married. That's where all the problems start. So literally, yeah, I didn't speak from personal experience because I was too young to know about anything about marriage. But you've seen so many Kuli households. Like for example, if a husband will wash the plate, the wife will quarrel. If the garbage is take out, sometimes the husband will quarrel, stuff like that. But
Yeah.
little by little, and then you look, they got mother-in-law problem, this problem. So we came up with a song. It goes, I didn't have a wife day and night that used to cry. Soon as I take wife, my pocket running dry. And so many men were like, hey. So we sang it at a fundraiser just for fun, just for kicks. And the pundit, when he reached out, he's like, bye. You is real reckless. Your new name is Randy Reckless.
Randy
And
Reckless.
it stayed. It helped me evolve my first Tasa group, which was Reckless Rhythms. It helped me evolve my second one, which was Naturally Reckless. It actually helped me build a full-blown company. Reckless Enterprise is a full S corp, fully licensed around the world. We have a group in Florida, a group in Canada, a group in St. Martin's, a group in Guyana, and we're actually establishing a group soon in Minnesota. So it's grown. So
Wow.
I'm yeah. So like I said, I'm just trying, like you said, encouraging the youth. And like I said, who knows? They're in it for 5 years, and then peer pressure, school, girls. I don't know. It'll get the best of them, and they may want
About
to take a step
girls.
back.
Speaking
Yeah,
about girls, you know what my next question is?
sure, sure, sure.
Are you single?
Yes, I am. I'm single. I don't think. I honestly, we brought up that beard comment, and while we were on the little live here, I looked at my phone, and I had about 10. It was like the beard looks good. The beard looked hot. Um, I believe. I don't want to call her name, but she says moms don't like the beards because the beard brings attention to the young girls that are gonna take away their time from the moms. So no, so I am single. I actually took a step back. To that. Don't get me wrong. I'm still a bad boy. Like I said, I still talk. I still, for example, say hi and hello. I still am trying to do as much safety as I can now because it's right for everyone around us. But um, at the same time, that step back that took me, I've gotten so much when it comes down to music.
Hmm.
It's since the last time I was in a relationship to now, I visited about 10 countries and performed in it for the very first time. Um, I've released songs. We did the Virtually Reckless concert, so my mind is on a different thing. Like I said, I know that there's a girl out there that must be like, Randy, I got you. I hold you back. That's great. And like I said, hopefully, like I said, God knows best. He's gonna bring it
Ah,
into our life, and
I
we'll keep
think
it at that.
you've broken quite a few hearts already. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm glad I didn't end up with a name Heartbreaker.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, Ranjiv the Heartbreaker. Yeah.
Well, you see, I think GV came up with the name because of his voice, because he did make many women melt. And when he found out that he did have a girl or something like that, like, oh bye. So so I can only imagine. But
Uh,
I like the Reckless because, like I said, it just keeps you, for example, it just keeps everything entertaining. And I believe that a smile is worth more than a frown at any day. So if I can bring a smile to everyone's face, even if it makes myself looking crazy or with my corniness, that's, I like I said, as long as that person's laughing, I know I'm bringing a new sense of life to them.
that's amazing. Thank you, Randy. I truly
No problem.
appreciate. I appreciate your candidness and in giving us more than we've asked for today.
Well, like I said, I guess, like I said, usually I can't really talk to my mom nowadays because every time she sees this beard, she'll throw on your face. So it's great to have a conversation with everybody.
Well, I hope you clean up that beard a little bit. I mean, I'm
I
pretty
will.
sure
I'm
you
gonna
will.
trim it
Yeah,
up. Yes,
yeah. You need to trim it up a little bit, and just keep it hip.
I know that. I wonder if that's gonna create more attention now. Oh man.
It might. You never know. But yeah, yeah. Now that I've been sitting here talking to you for a bit, it's sort of growing on me a little bit. So,
Well, but yeah, I know. Before I forget though, I want to thank everybody that locked on. For example, this is a weekly program. I know, and
yeah.
every week it's like I said, we've been locking on. We've been putting it on. I've been tuning in preparation for this one because I wanted to see what kind of, I didn't.
Oh,
Next thing you
you
know, I
wanted
want
to
to.
hear what I was gonna ask?
Yeah, I was like, wait. I hopefully
My
like any
questions
questions.
sometimes
Yeah,
I do prep for it, and so my
yeah,
questions sometimes is all about how you answer the
right.
questions. So if you say something, then I'll pick up on that and continue with
Well,
it.
one of the things I also watch is because you've also allowed, like, through social media, the world to be introduced to so many new acts that didn't get an opportunity to be on stage. The world didn't
Exactly.
know about, and
Yeah.
it's like when it is time to come back out. Like I said, I know myself, in partnership with Anil as well as Ranji, we're gonna aim for these kind of people to bring them out because
Exactly.
they deserve just as much shine as we do. We
And there
work
are a lot of them
and
out there. There's still a lot of
yes,
untapped
hmm
talent out there that we still haven't had the opportunity to showcase as yet. And like I'm still in the process of getting quite a few of those on. And this program was only supposed to run for the period of COVID, but it's
yes.
like it's taken off, and it's something that I totally enjoy, and I think I'm going to continue doing it.
No, by all means, like I
Yeah.
said, it would be great. And like I said, maybe when COVID gets over and stuff, and like I said, you have the time, maybe you can have some in-house guests as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it'll be like a one-on-one, sort of like a studio setting, whatever.
Who knows?
So
We'll be that's that week that we might be in Canada. We'll bring the whole harmonium drum setup right
that's
next to you, and that's
right. Exactly.
it.
You can do that too, and we can go
Yeah.
live with it. Absolutely. I truly appreciate that. Thank you. And sorry, guys, I know your guys are waiting on you to jump into that pool, but I have one last question for you.
Trust
How do
me, you don't gotta wait. It's only me now. All of them went to the pool already.
Oh, they got into the pool?
They
Okay,
the pool. They
got it.
couldn't wait for me.
Okay.
I'm good on my time.
All right. How do you handle the negativity that surrounds this industry? We've got a lot, like some people, because of jealousy or whatever it may be. Some people lash out in certain ways. How do you handle it?
Prior to the negativity, I was breathing. I was living. During the negativity, I'm still breathing, I'm still leaving. When it's all gone, the thing. There was a, like I said, there was a great scholar. I want to say a pundit, but I think he was he's a little more. I think he told me there are three types of crowds or three types of people in the world when you are expounding knowledge or you're performing music to and thing. There's the crowd. There's the group that's right in front of you that adore you, love you, support you, and give you all. There is one in the back that don't want to support you, don't like what you're doing, just have their own malice and personal thing. And then there's the greatest part of that crowd, which is in the middle. They don't know which
Hmm.
direction to go in. Are they going to go forward? Or are they going to go backwards?
Hmm.
Now, your job as an artist on stage, or as a mediator, or as a whatever you may be in terms of grabbing that crowd, you have an option of either pushing them to the back and making that force bigger, or bringing them to the front and making that force bigger. Because if you bring them to the front, and now you had 50 people in the front and the middle was 50, you now have 100 people in there. The people that are in the back, what are they going to be left to do? They're either going to sit there and stand and get, grumpy and scratchety, like Coolie people like to say, scratchety in the back by themselves.
See.
And eventually they're going to see all their friends or whoever is doing the support. What are they going to do? They're going to move this up to the forward without you having to do any work.
Hmm.
So everyone is entitled to their opinion. In America here, we have freedom of speech, so everyone can say as they please. they could do as we please. But I've always known, as I said, God knows best. Like I said, He may those people that are giving you negativity. Maybe there's a reason why He's allowing that negativity. One, because it allows you to grow as a person. Two, it allows you them to stay away from you so you can grow into a better person. And last but not least, they just don't see your full potential. And I guess when you, I guess, do become big, famous, whatever, then hey, guess we hop on the bandwagon. But just like an SUV, there's the front seat, there's the middle seat, and the back seat. They will always go in the trunk. That's all I gotta tell you.
And how old you said you were? 32?
I'm 32.
Wow, with such wisdom, Randy. Truly, you are an amazing person. Thank you for
Thank
that.
you, thank you, thank you.
That just goes to show your lineage and where you come from.
I
So
like I said, I thank my mom and dad every
hats
day.
off
I
to your
remember,
parents. Yes,
yeah,
and
that's just
your
I
grandma.
thank my mom and every day. She gets upset that I'm not home majority of the time because we're out doing shows and stuff.
Mm,
She when I believe we said we had a event in Connecticut that we after like the lockdown and everything went down, and oh my God, this
mhm.
lady called my phone like 12, 13 times just figuring out where I was because seeing me so much and just making sure I was safe and everything like that. She didn't want me to go do anything. She was like, "I'll have everything for here. You want it?" I was like, "Mom, like I said, I will be safe. I'll keep safe." But it just goes to show you a mother's love is unmatched. Like I said, without a doubt, and like I said, I thank her every
It
day,
is.
but I
It
thank my nanny. I thank my nanny for giving me my initial push. Um, Literally, she used to have my guru. He now lives back in Trinidad, but when he used to
mhm.
be here, 6:30, 7 o'clock on a Saturday morning. Imagine as a kid, you got cartoons and everything on 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm having my first harmonia lesson for the morning. And
Wow.
sometimes I'm still in bed, and my poor guru comes and sit down, and my nanny and have a whole hour conversation, and they got bake in front of them with tea and everything, and I'm over there catch. And nanny comes, Randy, you have to go outside. Feel like I'm like, man, I don't want to get up. I don't want to get up. But if it wasn't for her push and her pull, I don't think I would have been who I was today. So I
Yes,
thank her every day for that.
and you play that harmonium so well. Like
Thank
that
you, thank you.
harmonium speaks to you. It really does. So
Like I said, we just have to be one with everything. But like you
yeah.
said, in terms of negativity, I can guarantee you this program that we're having right now over these things. You must have heard negative comments about it too. But yet every Sunday I still see you on this screen with a whole new cast just pushing it
Yeah.
out. You know why?
Yeah.
Because you know what you're doing. You're doing something great for yourself, the world, and we thank you for that. Like I said, I humbly thank you to everyone that is locked on right now.
Yes.
If they weren't here, they would love it as well. And I know there's people that are here, there, and everywhere, just trying to live life. But the good thing about it, this is gonna stay on. They're gonna come on and watch it during the week, and
Oh
this could
yeah,
be
yeah,
uplifting to them during the
absolutely.
week. So
So I have a
yeah,
girlfriend of mine,
yeah.
Indira De Oliveira. She is
Mm.
on here. She's saying that, oh, tell him that I can trim his beard because she's a hairdresser.
Oh,
And her birthday is actually next Thursday. So would you like to do a little shout
oh,
out to her
sure,
for her
sure.
birthday?
So I thank you for that. If that's the case, I'm gonna let it grow a little more, and I'm gonna like carve the word reckless right here. And I'm gonna give my mommy more upset. But definitely, like I said, happy birthday. Like I said, it's a great time to be alive. Like I said, it's still to celebrate it. Please don't live it up any different that you were gonna live that up. Just be safe about it with your friends. And like I said, everyone locked on to Bare bare din ye aaye, bare bare dil ye gaye, tu jiye hazaron saal ye meri hey arzu. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to my new hairdresser. Happy birthday to you.
Well, there you go, Indira. You got a new client for sure. Whenever he's here and
Definitely, definitely. No, just for that, I'm not gonna get a haircut for that. I'll ask you where she is. When next time I go to Canada, I'm getting my haircut there.
absolutely, she would love to meet you. That's for sure.
Definitely.
Well, thank you so much, Randy. It's been a
Thank you much.
pleasure
Thank you.
talking with you. And
Thank you for
as
having me.
always, you're always so inspiring. And I want to wish you all the very best in your
Thank you.
musical
Thank you.
journey and in whatever you decide to do in your life. And, you're still young and go out there and enjoy life. And whatever you decide to do in terms of marriage, that will come at a later time. I always
Yeah.
encourage
Well,
young people to go out there and live their best life ever because you can only live it once.
according to my nanny, she said when I'm ready to get married, I need a battlefield. So Right now, I can't do anything like that. So let me, I gotta wait till it's done, and maybe we'll go that direction.
Well, I hope I get an invite to that wedding.
Honestly, at this point in time, I don't think I would. I think if I just say, "Hey, I'm getting married," everybody would invite themselves. So,
Well, when I hear you're getting married, I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna fly to New York and I'm gonna come, or I'm gonna drive to New York and come.
yep, definitely, definitely. Like I said, it's gonna be a musical experience. I know that for sure. But at the
Yes,
end of the day, I just, like I said, I would have just been thankful that God has found me someone to share my vision, share my dream, and just carry on. For example, life on the whole.
absolutely. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate your
Thank
time
you very much.
today. And tell your boys I apologize for keeping you so
Yep,
late.
he is right. He's on the other side. Is they were like he said, oh, "Why you do?" Oh, it's all right. But like I said, this is great to touch base. You look with everyone after
Yes,
after so long. So thank you very much for that.
you're very welcome. Thank you again.
No
So,
problem.
to all of our viewers who are locked on, thank you so much, Indira. Yes, I know you're crying. He's not here. He's across the room. Oh my goodness. Thank you everybody who's locked on today. I truly appreciate your time. And so for our viewers, log in again next week, same time, same place. And for both my guests today, Terry Gajraj and Randy Reckless Ramdin, you guys are an inspiration. You've been an
Thank
inspiration
you.
to me, and I draw strength from knowing what you have done to pave the way for people like me. And that allows me to continue to do what I do.
Thank
So
you. Thank you. Always
thank
have my support. Always know that.
yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Actually, before you go, I want to play one more of your song.
Sure. Sure.
So I think it's the Dingole song. I really like that. Let me see which one. Yeah, this is the one.
I'll let you play the song. I definitely will explain what it is.
All right.
It's Randy. I'm naturally reckless. Let me tell you about this girl. I teach to play tassa. She does play fully for my dingole. Let me tell you about this girl. I teach to play tassa. She does play fully for my dingole. She does cut, she does roll, she does mash up. I was told she does play fully for my dingole. Let me tell you about this girl. I teach to play tassa. She does play fully for my dingole. What the hell she rip it up, rip it up. I say rip it up, rip it up. I say rip it up, rip it up. I say rang-gang-gang-gang-gang-gang-gang. Reckless, we fearless. It's a machine. The tassa start jamming inside the wedding. Then I hear this girl, long time she playing. And when she start to jam, them fellas, them get lost. She finally get a chance to show them who is boss. She passing them one by one, playing the sweet tassa drum. She da play fully for my dingole. Let me tell you about this girl. I teach to play tassa. She da play fully for my dingole. Let me tell you about this girl. I teach to play tassa. She da play fully for my dingole. What the hell she rip it up, rip it up. I say rip it up, rip it up. I say rip it up, rip it up. I say rang-gang-gang-gang-gang-gang-gang. You don't know, it's all about my hot productions. Mr. Reckless. Point over to the basement, she tell him follow me. Doing what she know, this girl gone down on chinny. The people want to know how this girl playing so clean. She holding the stick firm and rolling in between. She passing them one by one, playing the sweet tassa drum. She da play fully for my dingole. Let me tell you about this girl. I teach to play tassa. She da play fully for my dingole. Let me tell you about this girl. I teach to play tassa. She da play fully for my dingole. What the hell she rip it up, rip it up. I say rip it up, rip it up. I say rip it up, rip it up. I say rang-gang-gang-gang-gang-gang-gang. NRTG. Let me tell you about this girl. I teach to play tassa. She da play fully for my dingole. Let me tell you about this girl. I teach to play tassa. She da play fully for my dingole.
She does cut, she does roll, she does mash up, I was told. She does play fool for my tindole. Let me tell you about this girl. I teach to play tasa. She does play fool for my tindole.
What she play?
Well, there's that Dingole song. I like that song. I play that song whenever I'm at my gigs and I have a break in between and I have to play some
Thank,
DJ music. That's what I play.
thank you, thank you, thank
Play
you,
that
thank
song.
you.
I really enjoy it. Well, and I really enjoy our conversation here today. Thank you,
Yes, me too,
Randy.
me too. Thank you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. So, to our viewers again who are watching, thank you so much for logging in today, and thank you for everyone. And it's a wrap for me. This is it for our program. So thank you all so much for showing love to all of our artists here today, and for supporting me in my endeavors. And I'm going to end our session today with my new release, my video release. So enjoy this one. Thank you again. Thanks, Randy.
Thank you guys.
All right.
Enjoy.
बात बन जाए हाँ हाँ बात बन जाए बात बन जाए हाँ हाँ बात बन जाए आहो आहो डिस्को दीवानी आहो आहो डिस्को दीवानी आहो आहो नशीले हैं रात हाथों में हाथ नाचे सितारों के साथ सुंदर बदन ये चंचल दिल नाचे गाए साथ डिस्को दीवानी आहो आहो डिस्को दीवानी आहो आहो
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my song. It's on YouTube right now, and it will be releasing, the audio version will be releasing tomorrow in Trinidad at 6:30 p.m. on Taj Radio 92.3 FM. So I look forward to that. And then I think on Thursday, Shanaz, musical sensation, will be releasing it on her radio program as well too. So I look forward to that as well. And thank you all so much for your love and your positive feedback and your comments. I truly appreciate it. And I look forward to making more energetic music and collaborating with a few more artists in the coming months. So thank you again for your love and your support. And thank you for tuning in today and spending your afternoon with me, liming with my two fantastic guests that I had here today, Terry Gajraj and Randy Reckless Ramdin. So again, namaste. Have a great week ahead and be your best. Be safe and be kind to one another. Until next weekend, thank you and have a blessed and safe week. Thank you very much.